everyone, it's me Pratima, and today's video is going to be a special one because today I'll be doing a battery drain test of all the flagship phones that you can buy in 2024. And for that, I've got the Google's Pixel 8 Pro, the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, iPhone 15 Pro Max, Honor Magic 6 Pro, Vivo X100 Pro, OnePlus 12 and Samsung S24 Ultra with me. I've actually never done one of these before and I can't wait to get started, so let's get right into it. And to keep things fair, I've kept the volume and brightness levels on all of them at a similar number, while I've also disabled auto brightness and any high performance setting that you may find on some of the Android phones. So let's kick things off nice and easy by playing an HDR video on YouTube, and feel free to comment which phone you think is going home with the gold medal, by the way, because I bet 99% of you will get it wrong. Anyway, even though I've kept all the settings the same on these phones, the iPhone dimmed the brightness level right away for some reason. I can assure you that the phone is not overheating at the beginning of the test, while the room I am in has a perfectly comfortable air-conditioned indoor temperature as well. I even tried reconfiguring the entire test setup to see if I did anything wrong, but no. The iPhone 15 Pro Max simply refused to get brighter. So getting back to the test, I am sure it's just a coincidence, but literally all the phones with Pro in their names lost 3% charge, only except for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which finished second with 96%. Same with the OnePlus 12, whereas the Xiaomi 14 Ultra and the S24 Ultra are sitting with 94% and 92% battery respectively. For the next test, I ran everybody's favorite benchmarking app, Antutu. So one of the things I really like about Antutu is that it covers a wide gamut of workloads, including some that work up the CPU, the GPU, memory usage, and also stuff like photo and video processing for a comprehensive view of a phone's overall performance. And after a single Antutu run, can you guess which phone is now in the first place? The OnePlus 12. It went past every other phone to finish the benchmark the fastest, while also draining the least amount of battery. Apple, Honor and Google are also fighting for the second spot with 90% juice, although I am a little surprised to see how the Vivo X100 Pro went from being one of the most power efficient phones in the first test to the least efficient one this time. And things are not looking good for the Ultras this time either, considering how Xiaomi and Samsung are once again at the bottom of the table. Alright, let's watch some Instagram Reels now. Exactly 1 hour into playing random Reels on Instagram, and I am genuinely shocked by how the Pixel 8 Pro lost 13% battery here. That's almost twice as much as what the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Honor Magic 6 Pro drained, which are tied up for the first spot with 83% battery. I'm not sure if you've been keeping track, but Apple and Honor have been in a close contest right from the very beginning. Anyhow, the OnePlus 12 is sitting with 81% charge at the moment, followed by the Vivo X100 Pro at 79%. The S24 Ultra, on the other hand, is at 77%, like the Pixel 8 Pro, whereas I feel like Xiaomi needs some miracle to bounce back in the competition now, because it's at dead last position with 76% battery remaining in the tank. Next up, I'm going to run 3D Mark's Wildlife Extreme Stress Test. This 20-minute long benchmark is a great indicator of a phone's high-end performance, since it renders a complex 3D scene multiple times in a row, and as you'd expect, it turns up the heat by quite a bit too. And because of that, you can see how Xiaomi could not complete the benchmark at all. I even gave it 2 more chances to cool down and restarted the test, but no, it did not work. And sadly, at the end of 20 minutes, the Xiaomi 14 Ultra somehow also has the least amount of battery, while Honor has finally managed to gain a comfortable lead over the iPhone with 79% battery left compared to iPhone's 75%. Okay, guess what time is it? It's time to watch some YouTube shots. So fast forward to 1 hour later, the Magic 6 Pro continues its lead with 70% battery, although I am really happy to see how the iPhone is trying to catch up with 68% juice. The Pixel 8 Pro takes the third spot with 64% battery, next to the OnePlus 12 and the S24 Ultra at 63%, the Vivo X100 Pro at 62%, and the Xiaomi 14 Ultra at 59%. Next up, I ran a 60-minute 4K video recording test, because in all phones, cameras are the one thing that drain a lot of battery, and like half an hour into the recording, Xiaomi gave up after overheating yet again. I've got a bunch of other demanding tests lined up, which I'm sure this guy will not be able to handle, so unfortunately I am going to have to discontinue the Xiaomi 14 Ultra from here on out. Sorry, Xiaomi. Anyway, back to the topic. After the video recording test, the Magic 6 Pro, the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Pixel 8 Pro all lost exactly 20% charge after all this time. At least the OnePlus 12 has a tiny 1% lead over the S24 Ultra now, and the Vivo X100 Pro is parked at the bottom of the table after losing a whopping 31% battery in my video recording test. Okay, let's go back to some lightweight tasks now, like streaming videos on Facebook of all places, and exactly 1 hour later, the Magic 6 Pro shows no signs of giving up on its momentum with 42% battery left, followed by iPhone at 37%, the Pixel 8 Pro 30%, OnePlus 12 at 28%, and the S24 Ultra at 26%, whereas it almost feels like Vivo is barely hanging on now with just 21% batteries to spare. You guys still with me, right? So let me go ahead with another wildlife extreme stress test, and by the end, the only new development I can see is that Samsung has closed that 1% gap with OnePlus with 16% battery remaining on both the phones. Wait a second, I just realized something. I have done a couple of GPU-focused battery drain tests so far, but not one that's solely dependent on the CPU, which is why I will turn to Geekbench 6 next. This one is slightly lighter, so I'm expecting it to not heat up the phones that much. And here Honor is happily enjoying its sit at the top of the table with 30% charge next to the iPhone and the Pixel 8 Pro, which have 26 and 17% battery respectively. Samsung and OnePlus are once again at a stalemate with 14% juice, while Vivo has dropped to 7%. I thought another round of Antutu would be enough to kill the Vivo X100 Pro now, but somehow it's still holding on with a 3% charge left, whereas the OnePlus 12 has managed to one-up the S24 Ultra by 1% one more time. So I went ahead with a few more rounds of that extreme stress test where I managed to completely drain the battery out of a few phones, and you better brace yourself because here comes the biggest plot twist in the history of plot twists. Now you might be thinking that the Vivo X100 Pro died first, right? But as you can see, the S24 Ultra shut down way before Vivo. Even the OnePlus 12 died before it actually. Sick. So the S24 Ultra's final screen time came down to 6 hours and 56 minutes versus 7 hours and 2 minutes on the OnePlus 12, while the X100 Pro outlasted them both to a record of total screen time of 7 hours and 7 minutes. The Pixel 8 Pro eventually gave in as well to secure the bronze medal, lasting 7 hours and 15 minutes total. Which means it was all down to the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Honor Magic 6 Pro to win this battery drain test, and I had to sit through 2 more rounds of stress tests before I finally had the winning phone. I guess you probably have a good idea which phone came out on top by now, and you're right, it's the Honor Magic 6 Pro. It lasted 7 hours and 49 minutes before giving up, which is just 6 minutes longer than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Alright everybody, that is all for the battery drain test. Here's a quick recap. So the Honor Magic 6 Pro had the best battery life, followed by the iPhone 15 Pro Max, Pixel 8 Pro, Vivo X100 Pro, OnePlus 12, Galaxy S24 Ultra and the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. And coincidentally, the Magic 6 Pro also has the biggest battery of them all. And not just the biggest battery, but it also uses a different battery technology, silicon carbon, as opposed to lithium-ion ones in the others. Hence, the Honor Magic 6 Pro's battery has higher energy density and efficiency. And I guess it's time to switch to more efficient battery technology now. Anyway, I hope this video was informational for you guys. Saying this, I am Pratima. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, a subscription from you guys would be great. See you next time.